What's up YouTube, how you doing? Pewsily here. I want to have a discussion today about the upcoming set for the TCG Dragons of Legend. Obviously I'm a bit behind on some of the newer stuff where I haven't been able to get videos and content out there, so I want to do the whole set as an overview rather than going over individual cards, because I'm sure by now you're all pretty much aware of some of the broken stuff that's in there. I'm just going to go over it and give my brief thoughts. I mean, there's a few very good cards in there that are worth picking up. This is quickly becoming a set that's going to be very much worth buying boxes or even cases of. And it's only sort of halfway revealed, so if the trend keeps going where we're going to get a few more broken cards, there's just going to be a lot of great stuff in there, and you very likely need to reevaluate the deck you're thinking of taking to Nationals as well, with a lot of the things that are in here. So like I say, we're going to jump into it and we're going to look at quite a few cards. So first and foremost, we want to talk about Curie Bandit. So number one, this thing looks amazing. It's a one-eyed bandit Karibo, what's not to love? We have a level 3 Dark Fiend with 1000 attack, so he's a tour guide target. He's dark, so you have generic support there in the form of Dark Arm Dragon if you play it. Dark Creator, which is seeing a lot of play in Dark World variants. Allure of Darkness, of course. The main one, though, being that it's the tour guide target. Now, the best thing, of course, here is the effect. So during the end phase, with the turn it's normal summoned, you contribute this card, excavate the top 5 cards of your deck, and add 1 excavated spell or trap card to your hand, and send the remaining to the graveyard. So all that says to me, summon it, end phase tribute, send 5 from the top of the deck to the graveyard, pick a spell or trap that's there that you like. So that could be anything amazing, like the newly announced Soul Charge, with 4 targets milled to the grave for it. That's a combo in and of itself. You could also tutor previously untutorable cards, like in Lightsworn, get your Charge of the Light Brigade or your Solar Recharge. You can get anything like skill drains, etc, etc. It's just an all-round amazing card, and I will very much expect to see it played in 3s in the future. Look out for this card in decks like Dragon Rulers. Being level 3 with Debris Dragon makes it very viable for Black Rose, although the Debris Dragon can't bring it out. But of course, milling cards there's always going to be good. Moving on, a newly announced card is Guarded Treasure. This one I'm less hyped about, but it still has some pretty cool plays. So this one's a continuous spell card, and what you do is you activate, pay the cost, discard 5 cards, then you draw 2 cards. And then while the card remains face up on the field, you draw 2 cards during your draw phase. So you can instantly see there, that has potential to be very good, but it also, of course, has the potential to be terrible. One simple chained mystical space opening from your opponent, you go -5. You discard as the cost, your opponent chains MST, you've lost everything. But on the plus side, there are some cool little things there. For instance, in Bujin, you could do a very monster-heavy Bujin build. You discard 5 relics and you get to draw 2 cards every turn, and the advantage will build up and up and up. And of course, there's things like Fabled as well. However, the discarding 5 is an issue. I would much rather it said something like, discard your whole hand. That way, you won't have to have 5 in hand in order to do it. However, I'm sure there will be plays involved. It could potentially see plays in a specific Fabled build, like I've said. Not really worth picking up and going out of your way to see. The big one, the whammy at the moment, is Soul Charge. This card is ridiculous. If you haven't read it, it's a normal spell card, and it reads, target any number of monsters in your graveyard. Special summon them, and if you do, you lose 1000 life points for each monster special summoned by this effect. You cannot conduct your battle phase the turn you activate this card, and you can only activate 1 Soul Charge per turn. I have a lot of issues with this card. There is the obvious special summon spam. The fact that you lose your battle phase is not a big enough restriction, in my opinion. Some big things you might want to know about this: the losing life points happens at the same time as special summoning the monster. So that means that things like Infernity Archfiend do not miss the timing. This is a big problem in my opinion, because you're giving Infernities new toys. Very good new toys. And I wasn't even going to play them for Nationals, but I might now. Another thing is, if your opponent chains a card like DD Crow or the Transmigration Prophecy, you still special summon any remaining targets. It doesn't stop it. So Konami here have officially made a card that dodges every counter to it. So you only have to be wary of Bottomless Trap Hole, Torrential Tribute, and Solemn Warning. To be honest, they're not an issue. You're getting the monsters for free. The only issue really with the card is the life points. You have a 1 to 5,000 life point cost, but that only happens when you summon the monsters. So it's a ridiculous card. It's a generic rekindling is the way to think about it. Of course, you don't get the battle phase, but there are ridiculous plays out there. There is actually a video out there at the moment which involves a player going with Lonevar Blossom and Quasar. Gets Lonevar Blossom, and Soul Charge gets you Quasar. It's ridiculous. And there's another one. There's a Quasar deck that it's OCG only, of course, but he's managed to loop Trishula 5 times and end with 2 Quasars and a Leo, all because of Soul Charge. This card is broken, and I fully expect it to be banned in the next ban list. The next card that I actually very much like is Mathematician. Level 3 Earth Monster, 1/500 attack, so it's significant. And when it's normal summoned, send 1 level 4 lower monster from your deck to your graveyard. When it's destroyed by battle, you draw a card. It's a mix between Armageddon Knight and Card Trooper. And I think this is a very balanced, very good card with an awful lot of potential. For instance, Lightsworn, again looking at it that way, you can send Felis to the graveyard, special summon it, you have an instant level 7 synchro. So we're talking Arcanite Magician because it's a spellcaster, we're talking Black Rose Dragon, always good. It just has a lot of very good potential plays. Sending cards to the graveyard for free is always good. There's a reason that cards like Card Trooper are currently semi-limited and have been limited in the past. There's a reason that Foolish Burial is limited. There's a reason that Painful Choice is banned. So it's a very good card. Pick them up. Next, I'll do these next two together. Of course you can tell, Ice Hand and Fire Hand. The other two hands, Magic Hand and Prominence Hand, are terrible, but Ice Hand and Fire Hand are very, very good. Basically, when they're in your possession and destroyed either by battle or card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can destroy, in case of Ice Hand, a spell or trap, or Fire Hand, you destroy a monster, and then you special summon the other one. So if you have a Fire Hand, it gets destroyed, you destroy one monster, and then you special summon Ice. If they destroy Ice, you destroy spell or trap, and you special summon Fire. So these are 6 floating monsters that dodge skill drain, have decent attack in the form of 1/6 and 1/4, and they destroy cards. And on top of that, if your opponent has a slightly bigger monster, you can keep ramming them. So you can go attack, special summon, destroy, attack, special summon, destroy. That is very, very good. And in combination with upcoming cards like Supply Unit, that creates incredible advantage, and I very much expect to see anti-meta cards like TG, etc. splash these in, and even create their own engine using them, because they're just incredibly good. They are fair, they're balanced, they can play skill drain, and another thing is, one is Pyro, one is Aqua. If you splash them in TG, which can already play Pot of Dichotomy, you have an even better engine to play Dichotomy. You have great draw power, great searching and destruction, skill drain, very legit deck. So if you like that kind of thing, look up those cards, definitely pick them up. Now, a card that was announced earlier today, we got the full effect, is Black Sonic. If you're not aware, Black Sonic was a manga only, anime only sort of thing for Blackwing support. It was very, very good. And the running trend with Blackwing support is it gets nerfed to hell. Black Sonic actually got a boost. It's very sort of scary. It's a normal trap card, so when your opponent's monster declares an attack on a Blackwing monster you control, you banish all face-up attack position monsters your opponent control. If you control exactly 3 Blackwing monsters and no other monsters, you can activate it from your hand. I don't need to explain why this is very good. It does not target, it does all attack position monsters, and it banishes. It's a very, very good out to things like Yamato. This card is insane, and everybody knows how popular Blackwings always are. Expect to see it around. Next up is an honourable mention that I wanted to talk about that's in there. It doesn't have a confirmed effect yet, but it's Wiretap. It's a trap card, counter trap, where you negate the activation of an opponent's trap card, return that card face up to your opponent's deck, and they then shuffle the deck. Until they draw that card, your opponent cannot activate the effect of another card with the same name. Now, I must stress at the moment that's not the confirmed effect. If that is the confirmed effect, I think I'd probably use it. I've got Facebook going, I'm really sorry. Now, possible uses for this. Against the Gear matchup, when they activate Gear, you negate that and they can't activate any more. That's key. Other things that are seeing massive amounts of play, like Black Horn of Heaven, because this is a counter trap, you can negate things like that for free. And again, they can't use any extras because that thing plays in multiples at the moment. It has very, very good plays against Murmal as well, of course, being able to negate Abyss Sphere, or even Reckless Greed, things like that. So you can tell it's going to be very good. Sending things back to the deck, like traps and spells and things, is normally bad, because of course they're going to get them again eventually with the amount of draw and search that we have at the moment. But in this case, I think that's warranted. I think that'd be worth it. Now, this Dragon of Legend set is due out on April 25th, so it's due out in 9 days. I do believe it will be legal for UK Nationals. I don't have that confirmed, but considering that it's 2 weeks before Nationals, I expect it will be. I will get an email from Konami to confirm that. But at the moment, those are the very good cards in there. It's looking like a good set. It's all super rare and secret rare. I hope it's not going to be like a Hidden Arsenal set where they're bendy and horrible and cheaply made. Please don't do that, Konami. However, it just looks good. It's a 51 card set. Like I say, we've got about just under half of them confirmed at the moment. So the set's not huge. If you buy boosters and things like that, you have a very good chance of getting the cards that you're looking for. So I think this is good. This is something that I actually think Konami's done really well. There's, of course, other cards in there, just not cards that I'm into. So give them a look. And like I say, those are my top picks at the moment for the set. Cheers, guys.